Hey YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. What a nice day on this 23rd of February. It's supposed to be about mid 50s, close to 60 today. So I'm up here today in Connecticut, heading over to Greenwich. So me and my other half, we're going over to the Bruce Museum and check out an art exhibit where science meets art. So today I wanted to take this opportunity and talk about something. Summer is coming up now, so I have a little bit of some anxiety. There are a lot of things going on in the last couple of years with bikers on the road, and I'm going to get a little specific about what I'm going to talk about today. I'm talking about pretty much sport bike riders. And I'm going to call them demon riders because that's how they ride. And the other group I'm going to talk about is also the dirt bike guys and the four-wheelers. I mean, they are crazy. So yes, I have issues with them. I'm going to go back to about 2006 when I got my 2006 Harley Davidson custom Sportster, the 1200C with the 4.5 gallon tank. Before this, I was always riding dirt bikes, you know, out in the forest, Alley Pond Park and Cunningham Park out in Bayside. So growing up, I always wanted to get a street bike. I worked. I got older. I was able to afford to buy something later on. I mean, I got a little bit older. I was in my early 50s when I got my first street bike. That's when I got that Sportster I was speaking about prior. So now I got my bike. And where am I going to ride? Who am I going to ride with? So I knew a lot of people that had bikes, but like I said, they're all sport bike riders. They were crazy. I rolled with them for like a couple of months in the summertime when I first got that bike, and these guys were running through traffic like it was nuts, and I just got fed up with it because they kept leaving, the touring bikes or the slower bikes behind. And where the hell everybody was? You had to get off an exit. You were going too damn fast that you missed it. Now, mind you, I had a passenger on the back. I had my girlfriend, and it's kind of crazy to be flying now, but these guys did that with their girlfriends on the back, man. I'm like, and they're doing wheelies and all kinds of stunts. And the other thing is, another rival bike would just be riding on the highway with us, and they would roll up to the head guy and they give each other a look, and next thing you know, they're on a Grand Prix freaking track. So you know what? I just dropped that. I started doing my own thing. I left them behind. I didn't want to ride with them anymore. I mean, I got a lot of invites. Hey, Junior, we're going over here. Come out with us and this and that. I'd be like, oh, you know what? I got something to do. And, forget all that. I'm not going to put me and my passenger in danger. Not the way they do it. So I let that go. So let's talk about the last few years. So on the Henry Hudson Parkway, there was a mob scene of motorcycles out there. They were all sport bikes, dirt bikes, and whatnot. And probably maybe one or two cruisers or something like that. But man, that became a serious incident. They surrounded the SUV. He had a family there, and they're stopping traffic, and things just ensued into hurting a biker because these guys are acting like mob guys, on the road. And you can't be threatening families like that on SUVs. I mean, the guy is just trying to get to where he's going, and these guys, these riders they're just blocking the roads, and they don't let you pass. And you need to get off an exit, they don't let you pass. They slow down traffic. You can catch that story on the internet involving all those riders and the arrest that happened afterwards and everything. So I'm going to tell you my personal experience with these so-called riders. Here's something that occurs frequently that I see. So I'm on a highway, and there's a whole mess of bikers up ahead. So I'm approaching, and I'm thinking on a count, probably 20 something bikes. And they go up ahead, they take all three of the lanes, if that's a 3-lane road. Pretty much up here in New York City, there's a lot of 3-lane highways. And so they have blockers. And what the blockers do is they allow the stunters to go up ahead, and they start doing their wheelies, their endos, and all kinds of crazy things, and doing donuts in the middle of the highway. And I'm like, what the F is going on here? I gotta get through. I break right through. I don't care. I ride right between them, and then I give them either my middle finger or a thumbs down, and I keep going. And then they all start with the beep, 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 beep to me, like, well, F you. I don't give a shit. I gotta go somewhere, and you're not gonna keep me from going. So if you want to have a problem with me, yeah, come on, bring it on. I'm with it. So that was that one. Have you ever been riding on a highway and you're cruising, 65, whatever your speed limit is? You're not flying. You're just doing maybe 10 over or whatever. And all of a sudden, you don't even hear these bikes. The next thing you know, it's like a jet engine, just like right next to you at the last second. All you hear is a that's it. And you're startled, and you jump, and your girlfriend is like, holding on to you, like, what the F was that? And you're like, why is this guy flying, all the way up there? And I'll tell you, there is no reaction time doing those types of speeds. So if somebody in another lane decides that he's gonna change lanes right in front of you, and you can't control your bike when that happens, and get out of the way or whatever, it's not going to be pretty. You're going to go down, and I don't know. I've seen a lot of things. Lane filtering, that's another problem with these guys. They come up down the middle trying to get through traffic, and I'm in my lane, usually in the left lane, and sometimes you have potholes in the way, and you want to go left. You want to be in position 1, switch over to position 3, position 2, and whatnot. So you get these guys, they roll up on you. They don't even let you know they're coming. Not even a damn beep to let you know that they're coming. And that can cause a problem. I mean, you could get too close to that, past your third position, and he could hit your handlebar, and you're gonna take the wall. Even at low speeds, things can happen. You can move, into the wall or something. Like, he can move into the car. Okay, guys. So I'm here at my destination, and I will continue this with you when I leave to go out. Right? Talk to you in a bit. Rev bombing their engine. That's another stupid ass thing. Really annoying. I get these guys. I'm on the highway. I'm doing regular speeds, and a biker rolls up next to me with his high performance sport bike, and I don't know if he's trying to show me respect or whatever because I'm riding a Harley touring bike. Oh, this road sucks. It's pretty bumpy here. So he revs bomb his engine next to me, and I'm like, hello, what are you doing? What the hell is that about? And then they take off. Like, okay, what was that? Like, what did you just try to tell me? You know? Oh, wow. Great job, DLT, for fixing this road. I could tell they were laying pipes in the ground here, man, but they only did it on one side of the street, and wow, this road really sucks. The other side is coming up, looks nice. Illegally riding their machines. So these guys have no helmets, they have no plates, especially the dirt bike ones, since they're not street legal, and they're out there. And these four-wheelers, same thing. They don't have a spot for plates, they don't have the proper lighting, they don't have proper motorcycle equipment to be on any state road or any city road, to be truthful. So that's the other thing. And then while they're doing their little tricks on their bikes and stuff, no helmet, they're weaving in and out of traffic, risking their lives, and cops don't chase them. Not at all. They don't bother with that. I think they have a policy that they don't chase them due to dangerous, getting into accidents and not hurting pedestrians or other vehicles or whatever. So that's what happens there. They get away with it. They get on the run as soon as they see cops, and they're going on the sidewalks. What else are they doing? I mean, it's just insane, and it really pisses me off that I have to pay for registration, I have to have a license, I have to have a DLT helmet, my motorcycle has to be in perfect condition for riding, it gets its inspection, and if it doesn't, then I don't get to ride, and I gotta pay for this, and I gotta pay for getting it fixed, whatever the problem is, a light, I think I covered pretty much a lot of things right now, but just one last thing. Have you rolled up into an accident scene, motorcycle related? Because I'll tell you, I have many and numerous times have I come across an accident scene due to motorcycling, and it's always the young guys on their bikes doing their thing, just as I mentioned before in this video, and they're dead on the side of the road. I see the bikes with the rubber up. What are you gonna, I roll up to the front when I get there, and I ask a cop who's directing traffic, and ask him, hey, what's going on? He's like, dude just had a bad accident, and he didn't make it. And I used to feel bad in the beginning, but I hate the mentality that I've developed through riding the roads and seeing these problematic things. I don't want to be insensitive about this, but that's what it does to you. It makes you insensitive because they cause their own demise. And I'm not chill with none of that stuff, I want to ride my bike. I want you to ride your bike. I want you to have a good time. But a good time is not jeopardizing everybody else's life because you want to do these little things on the road that you shouldn't be doing. Man, take your bike to the track, pay for that for the day, and do whatever you want. It's safer. It's safer for you. It's safer for everybody else. I don't want you risking my life because you coming from up ahead and you lose control of the bike, and your bike is gonna go right into my path of riding. So I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm the last scene that I came across was I was coming south on the Hutchison Parkway, and they have the gas stations in the middle of the the southbound and the northbound, and so it was dusk. I had my camera on the bike, and there was a lot of police activity going on. And as I approached closer to this gas station, that I once in a while stop, and I turned my camera to the left because I'm going southbound. The gas station's in a center median, and so I turned the thing, and I saw a motorcycle rammed into one of the pumps. There was ambulance everywhere, cops everywhere, and you could tell there was detectives investigating what was going on. But that bike was destroyed. So I'm assuming that, from what I can tell, was this guy must have been hightailing it down on the southbound side. It's only a 2-lane road on each side, so 2 lanes going down, and I think he must have been in that left lane, and that is the entrance to that gas station. So I think he probably tried to dodge out a car, because it gets a little trafficy there, later in the day, especially when it's dusk. Everybody's coming home from upstate. So anyway, he looked like he went over into that entrance, and I think he was probably going way too fast and right into a gas pump. That's pretty much how I can assess what I saw. Now, I'm not a detective, but that's the way it seemed to me. And it was a sport bike. Wrecked. Thing was totaled. So I can imagine how the rider must have been after that whole thing happened, and I hope that he did make it. I don't know that he didn't. I'm praying for him that he did make it, and one day he'll find the road again, and maybe he'll think twice about what led to that point. So in closing, I want to say that for you viewers out there, leave a comment down there at the bottom and tell me something about your experiences and how you feel about everything that I've tapped on today in this video. So I'm going to say goodbye. Peace out. Please subscribe. Thank you.